what y'all doing in Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, and no disrespect to the guys that got drafted, I mean, from the outlook looking in, and some guys may surprise us, but a lot of us look at them as role players coming in anyway. Nobody, we didn't like the last 3 number 1 picks. You got Victor, you got like Ant Edwards, you got some big time names. None of these guys, whether it was Reed, who's going to be a hell of an NBA player, or Alex, who didn't play well in summer league, but who's going to be a hell of an NBA player, but a lot of these guys could be just role players. And so you're really just trying to, I feel like the GMs all this year are probably just trying to figure out who's going to be the best role player for
their team.
It's not like they're drafting somebody to be as good as Alex Sarr is. I don't think he's going to be their franchise player going forward. Like you know what I'm saying? He's going to be a great player, has a long NBA career, but just the outlook on any of these guys coming in, it wasn't like they were going to be Lucas or, you know what I'm saying, type guys. You know what I'm saying? Zion.
All right, man, you heard Trae Young. A lot of people took him saying the truth about what the perspective of the 2024 NBA draft class. Had guys like Rob Dillinger from Kentucky. Was it Russell Shepard, the other guy from Kentucky? I don't know these guys' name. Stephon Castle, Alex Sarr. I don't even know the guy that went number 1 name. In the beginning, you know, the number 1 guy was supposed to be Ron Hollins from the Pistons. He fell down a little bit, and some other guys rose up. You had the Matus guy that went to the Bulls. So I didn't know a lot about this draft class neither. I watched no college basketball this year. It's just I watched more of the women's college basketball. That was more exciting. I don't know the guys no more. And then if you do peak, it's just not exciting. You know, watching UConn win, it didn't warrant my time, to be honest. College basketball, I think it really started going downhill when that North Carolina Villanova game and that old buddy hit the game-winning shot. That was pretty much probably the end of great college basketball. Now there's so many other avenues you go. A lot of guys going to the G League or the league that the Thompson brothers went to, the Elite. Forget what it's called. So, but you know, Trae Young, you know, taking a lot of heat. He was on the Paul George podcast, and he basically said that I don't know if I think Alex Sarr wanted to go to the Wizards. I don't know if he spited playing for the Hawks, but they went with the other guy. It was rumors that he wanted to go to the Washington Wizards and not play in the Atlanta Hawks. And maybe there's something there from Trae Young, but in the beginning he was basically saying that they all look at these guys coming to the team, that for the most part the veterans look at the players as role players. You know, they look at rookies like role players. Y'all really can't help us right now. You know, just play your role and we'll see where it goes. But going towards a little bit later into that conversation, he pretty much said that, these guys are probably going to be really good role players in the NBA. And there's not a Victor, there's not an Anthony Edwards in there. Nobody expected these guys to be superstars. So it kind of was a backhanded compliment. And a lot of people believe that to be true, but we live in a society where you speak the truth is shunned. Where you can see, we have people say, well, Lizzo, a lot of people, guys be like, well, she pretty, but she too big, or she ain't my cup of tea, but then you have some people come in, oh, she's beautiful, I love her, and she's such a beautiful person and all that, but then, she do something that particular person won't like. They throw them under the bus. This is why a lot of people choose just to be silent and not be transparent and tell the truth, because a lot of people can't handle the truth and they can't help accept the truth. And then when you tell them your perspective, let's say your political views, or it can be your views about a car or a movie, and then they want to be able to change your mind, even without supporting a statement with facts. You can support your statement with all facts. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't like the truth, and they want you to box you in to telling lies. Lies are more comfortable. Lies make people sleep better at night, but you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If you're going to be successful, you're going to change. You got to be honest with yourself. He's honest, and hopefully that dash of honesty hopefully it sparks some motivation to some of those guys. You know, I think Ron Hollins can be a star in this league. I think that the dude the Bulls drafted, Badoop, whatever his name is, I watched him play with Cooper Flagg one-on-one. He's a very talented player. Rob Dillinger that went to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think he could be a stud in this league. So, you know, so we'll see. But you know, that's why I say it's kind of a double. It's really it is what it is when you start talking about NBA players having podcasts and speaking too much. I just think this is the problem. A lot of y'all talk so much on these podcasts. Y'all say something that y'all don't even know that y'all said. And now you alienating people. Now you rub people the wrong way. Now you talking about stuff that go in the locker room. That should stay in the locker room. I believe current NBA players, they should have a rule. You know, now I can't talk nothing about going in an NBA locker room for the next 5 years after I retire or walk away from the game. These dudes just be running their mouth like chatty patties. I don't like current athletes having podcasts. I don't like it. Doing an interview, stepping in on TV here and there, they just run their mouth too much. They want to tell locker room stories or this, that, and the third happened. You know, I don't like it. I really don't. You know, and this is more of an interview format from another NBA player, but, you know, a lot of them players going to feel like that was a dash of disrespect. A lot of disrespect, not even a dash. Whole gallon of disrespect. So, but that's what people feel. There was no clear number one. There were no elite players. You know, but I do know, or I did read that how, you know, the brother Alex Sarr didn't kind of want to go to Atlanta anyway. He preferred to go to D.C. Now, is that because, you know, the perception of Trae Young is a ball hog? I don't know. So it may be something, it may be some underlying issues there, or it might just be the raw truth. But I just feel like you should be able to speak the truth, and you know you shouldn't feel like you got to tuck your tail to say the truth. They can tell as many lies as they want to on social media and not get condemned for it. But the minute you tell the truth, you get strikes, you get backlash, you get banned, you get nasty comments. You know what I'm saying? So what he said, you know, a lot of people was thinking it, and shouldn't people be scared to say it? So, hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications so we go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313. Venmo, CJGood313. PayPal link description, the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out the Patreon as well, too. Peace.